Hello friends, I am Dr. Jayesh and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here in this video I have done a review of commercially available kits for SARS-CoV antibody testing. IVD market is flooded with many of the antibody testing kits which are used for testing SARS-CoV antibodies, and it has become difficult for the clinicians as well as the laboratories to decide which of this kit is to be used for doing the antibody testing. So here in this video I have done a review of some of the major developers and the kits which are approved from ICMR or from FDA. The point to be noted is that all these kits are in the initial phase of validation and none of the kit has been validated thoroughly as per the standard protocol, whereas they have been approved for emergency use from FDA as well as ICMR after initial validation. SARS-CoV-2 severe acute respiratory distress syndrome coronavirus 2 belongs to the family of coronaviruses, and like SARS-CoV is classified in the genus of beta coronavirus. Stable method for the diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2 infections are detection of viral RNA by reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction, that is RT-PCR, or of viral protein, that is viral antigen, by ELISA, primarily in the sample material from the upper respiratory tract, that is nasopharyngeal or oropharyngeal smear, or lower respiratory tract, that is bronchoalveolar lavage fluid, tracheal secretions, sputum, nasopharyngeal secretions, and oropharyngeal secretions. Serology tests detect the presence of antibodies in the blood when the body is responding to a specific infection like COVID-19. In other words, the test detects the body's immune response to the infection caused by the virus rather than the detection of the virus itself. Body's immune response is still building. Antibodies may not be detected. Antibodies enable the confirmation of recent or prior SARS-CoV-2 infection in patients with typical symptoms and in suspected cases. It also contributes to the monitoring and outbreak control. Cross-reactions with antibodies within the genus beta coronavirus have also been described. Now, as we know, with most of the infection, there are two types of immune response. One is IgM, which is immediately after the infection, and IgG, which is a late response. So, here we can see the IgM response builds generally after 7 days of infection in case of COVID-19, whereas the IgG response, which is a late response of immunity, is generally appears after the 14 days of infection. So IgG antibodies to SARS-CoV-2 are generally detectable in blood after several days of initial infection. Although the duration of antibodies are present post-infection is not well characterized and is not known, as the disease is new and it has not been studied thoroughly, individuals may have detectable virus present for several weeks following seroconversion. IgG antibodies generally starts appearing after 2 weeks of onset of infections, and once the individual has recovered after infection may last for several months. Therefore, the IgG test is not useful for detecting acute infection. IgG antibodies can be used for situations such as in case of serosurveys to understand the proportion of population exposed to infection, including asymptomatic individuals, in surveys in high risk or vulnerable populations such as healthcare workers, frontline workers, immunocompromised individuals, individuals in contaminant zone. This test can be used to see the immune response. In addition, the results can aid in determining who may donate a part of their blood called convalescent plasma, which may serve as a possible treatment for those who are seriously ill from COVID-19. Serology tests could play a role in fight against COVID-19 by helping healthcare professionals identify individuals who may have developed an immune response to SARS-CoV-2. It is strictly advised to use IgG-based ELISA test or CLIA test only for to conduct the serosurveys. ICMR has validated and approved IgG ELISA test for COVID-19. In addition, US FDA approved IgG ELISA tests and CLIA tests are also available and can be used directly without ICMR validation after approval from DGCA. The list of approved test kits is available on ICMR website. However, to use serology tests properly, it is important to understand their performance characteristics and limitations. As I have already told, all these kits are there in their initial phase of validation, and none of the kits has performed the complete validation according to the standard protocol and available only after the initial phase of validation. So here sensitivity, specificity, the performance of the test should also be considered. The performance of the test is described by their sensitivity or their ability to identify those with antibodies to SARS-CoV-2, that is true positive rate, and their specificity or their ability to identify those without antibodies to SARS-CoV-2, that is true negative rate. Every test has some false positives and some false negative results. The tests are also described by their positive and negative predictive value. And here in this video at the last I have also included the sensitivity, specificity, PPV, that is positive predictive value, and NPV, that is negative predictive value of this test. This limit the test effectiveness for diagnosing COVID-19, and this is one reason serology test should not be used as the sole basis to diagnose COVID-19. So let us have a quick review of some of these commercially available COVID-19 antibody detection kits from the reputed manufacturers which are already approved from FDA under emergency use authorization purpose and from ICMR after initial validation in some of the major laboratories in India. These kits I have considered here are mostly based on ELISA technique and chemiluminescence technique. Rapid kits which are widely available and which are hundreds in numbers I have not included here for review. So this review I have included the test name which is commercially marketed by this manufacturer or developer, their proteins what they are targeted to detect these antibodies, the technology involved, that is ELISA or chemiluminescence, the immunoassay methods or the immunoassay principles that has been used to detect the antibodies. So the review is presented on these some major points and have given the detailed account of the kits which are available in the market.
Test which is used to detect IgG antibody and is developed by OCD or Orthoclinical Diagnostics. The target used here is SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. The technology involved is CLIA or chemiluminescence. The principle is two-stage immunometric assay. The next in the list is Liagen SARS-CoV-2 S1 S2 immunoglobulin, that is used to detect IgG antibody and is developed by Diasorin. The protein or the target used is S1 S2 spike proteins. The technology involved is again is CLIA or chemiluminescence. The principle here is indirect chemiluminescence assay or indirect immunoassay. The next in the list is Access SARS-CoV-2 and IgG, that is used to detect IgG antibody and is developed by Beckman Coulter. The target here is receptor binding domain of S1 protein. The technology involved is chemiluminescence or CLIA, and it is a two-step enzyme immunoassay method. The next in the list is Architect SARS-CoV-2 immunoglobulin Ig or IgG, again used to detect IgG antibody and is developed by Abbott. The target here used is nucleic acid protein of SARS-CoV-2. The technology involved is CMIA, that is chemiluminescence microparticle enhanced immunoassay. The principle involved is two-step is Platelia SARS-CoV-2 total antibody, and this kit is used to detect total antibody. Is developed by Biorad and the target protein is recombinant SARS nucleic acid protein. The technology involved is ELISA and the principle is one-step antigen capture format. The next in the list is Diazyme DZ Lite SARS-CoV-2 IgG is used to detect IgG antibody and is developed by Diazyme. The target's protein is spike and nucleic acid SARS-CoV-2 antigen. So in this kit, both the proteins are targeted, spike protein as well as nucleic acid protein. The technology involved is chemiluminescence, that is CLIA, and the principle is indirect chemiluminescence assay. Next is anti-SARS-CoV-2 ELISA IgG is used to detect IgG antibody is developed by Euroimmun. The target is S1 domain of the spike protein. The technology involved is ELISA and the principle is two-step immunoassay. Next is SARS-CoV-2 detect IgG ELISA. The target antibody is IgG, the developer is InBios, the target protein is spike protein antigen, the technology involved is ELISA, and the principle involved is indirect immunoassay. The next in the list is Elexis anti-SARS-CoV-2 is used to detect total antibodies and is developed from Roche. The target used here is nucleocapsid antigen. The technology involved is ECLIA, that is electrochemiluminescence, and the principle is sandwich immunoassay principle. The next in the list is SARS-CoV-2 total antibody is used to detect total antibodies including IgG and IgM, is developed by Advia, Centaur or Siemens and is used to target spike protein. The technology involved is CLIA or chemiluminescence and the principle is one-step antigen sandwich immunoassay. The next is Herbaliza COVID-19 IgG is used to detect IgG antibody is developed by Herba. The target is recombinant spike subunit antigen. The technology involved is ELISA and the principle is indirect immunoassay. Next is COVID-2 T antibody that is used to detect total antibodies including IgG, IgA and IgM. The developer is OCD, that is Orthoclinical Diagnostics. The target is SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. The technology is CLIA, that is chemiluminescence, and it is a two-stage immunometric assay. So if we see in this kit, they have claimed to detect total antibodies which includes IgG, IgA and IgM, or which are developed to detect IgM antibodies. These are two ELISA kits. The first in the list is Herbaliza COVID-19 IgM, which is used to detect IgM antibody is developed by Herba, and the target proteins are recombinant spike S subunit and nucleocapsid and antigens. So both the targets are used. The technology involved in ELISA, the principle is again indirect immunoassay. The next kit which is used to detect IgM is SARS-CoV-2 detect IgM ELISA. The antibody detected is IgM. The developer is InBios. The spike protein or the target is spike SARS-CoV-2 antigen and the technology involved is ELISA. And the principle again is indirect immunoassay. So these are the some kits and reagents which are used commercially or which are being developed commercially to detect IgG antibody, total antibody. Some includes IgG and IgM, whereas some includes IgG, IgA and IgM, and some are the kits which are exclusively used to detect IgM antibodies.
Now here in this next table I have included the sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value and negative predictive value of these kits which we have reviewed already. So here in this table I am not going into the details of each and every figure, but if you go through this table widely or broadly, you can see that most of these kits and reagents show sensitivity and specificity more than 95% and positive predictive value and negative predictive value more than 90%. So we can come to conclusion that with the mentioned limitations, the sensitivity and specificity of these kits is quite acceptable. The positive negative predictive value is also acceptable. Whereas more and performance verification is required, we may see some changes in sensitivity, specificity, positive predictive value and negative predictive value of some of these kits. So we will watch through the complete validation process and may come across a next video after some days after the complete validation of these kits. So now after going through the details of these kits and the sensitivity, specificity, negative predictive value and positive predictive value of these kits, I would like to mention some of the limitations of this procedure for antibody testing. Now we will see the limitations of the procedure. So first is all these kits are only for emergency use authorization from FDA as well as ICMR. The next is the assay is for in vitro diagnostic use under FDA emergency use authorization only. Next is the test is for clinical laboratory use only and it is not for home use. Next, results should be used in conjugation with other data such as symptoms, results of other tests and clinical impression. Immunocompromised patients who have COVID-19 may have delayed antibody which may not be detected as positive by these assays. Negative results do not rule out SARS-CoV-2 infections, particularly in those in contact with the virus. Testing with a molecular diagnostic should be considered to evaluate for infection in these individuals. Results from antibody testing should not be used as a sole basis to diagnose or to exclude SARS-CoV-2 infection or to inform infection status. P-degree specimens with direct evidence of antibodies to non-SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus, that is common cold strains such as HKU1, NL63, OC43 or 229E have not been evaluated with these assays, so they may create a cross-infection and can give false positive results. Not to be used to screen units of blood for SARS-CoV-2 infection, so this test should not be used as a screening test for blood donors. Specimens from patients who have received preparations of mouse monoclonal antibodies for diagnosis or therapy may contain human anti-mouse antibodies, that is HAMA. Such specimens may show either falsely elevated or depressed value when tested with kits such as SARS-CoV-2 IgG that employs mouse monoclonal antibodies. Heterophilic antibodies in human serum can react with reagent immunoglobulins, interfering with the in vitro assays. Patients routinely exposed to animal or to animal serum product can be prone to the interferences and anomalous value may be observed. Rheumatoid factor in human serum can react with reagent immunoglobulins, interfering with the in vitro immunoassays. So these are some of the major limitations of these kits and the use should be done with precautions. Now ICMR has also added a list of the population or community or possible groups on which this serosurvey should be done for IgG test. Now it should be remembered that as while going through the review of this kit, in the first table we have seen there are some kits which are specifically used to detect IgG antibody. There are some kits which are used to detect total antibodies which include IgG, IgA and IgM, and there are some kits which are used to detect specifically IgM antibodies. But if you see the ICMR guidelines, it has specifically mentioned about only IgG antibodies and there are no guidance for total antibodies or IgM antibodies. So this should be noted while prescribing or while requesting the test for antibodies, that in India the ICMR has given specific guidelines only for IgG antibodies and there are no guidelines for total antibodies or IgM antibodies, and this fact should be kept in mind while purchasing or procuring the reagents or kits by the laboratorians and by the clinicians while requesting the test. Now we will shortly go through the list of the population which ICMR has mentioned on whom this test should be considered. So this test should be done on immunocompromised patients, individuals in containment zones, healthcare workers, security personnel, police and paramilitary military personnel of civil defense and volunteers, press corps or press reporters covering fields, interviews and press briefing and support staff, rural and tribal populations after reverse migration, that is migrant workers, industrial workers or labor force, farmers and vendors visiting the large market, staff in municipal bodies or municipal staff working in areas like sanitation, water supply, electricity, drivers of hospital ambulances, hearsays, buses and autos, bank staff, post office staff, courier, telecom offices, which people come contact with general public, shops, vendors and owners of as well as the staff, air travel related staff including ground staff as well as cabin crew, international operations, all members of overseas operations for evaluation, and prisoners where there are chances of getting some infections or there are cases where in some of the prisoners, and people in city population. So these are some of the population groups which ICMR has mentioned where the thorough surveys can be done by the ELISA test or by chemiluminescence test and it has been mentioned only for IgG antibodies. Again, also it should be considered that the rapid kit, the guidance given by ICMR has been removed or withdrawn after the some of the complaints for this rapid test. So ICMR in his latest advisory do not mention or do not recommend about the rapid IgG, IgM or any of the antibody test. So with this I am concluding this video and I hope it found useful for the clinicians as well as laboratorians for procuring the kits and reagent as well as ordering the test for antibody testing for SARS coronavirus. So thanks all and keep watching the series of videos on my YouTube channel. Thank you.